Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Today with us, Mr. Saleem Khan, Country Director, British Asian Trust India, is with us. We welcome you, sir, in the 7th Eastern Himalayan Economics Forum, organized by Bali Parra Foundation. Sir, firstly, we would like to know, we always keep talking about disconnect between economy and ecology. But there is definitely a correlation between economy and ecology for sure. How do you correlate protection of nature along with economic growth?
Sure. So I don't think there's a disconnect between ecology and economy. It won't be right to say that, but definitely there is a misalignment. Misalignment in the vision behind building ecological civilizations, which are to be built on the strength of the local communities. So empowering the local communities with essential services and assets that are needed, for them. So that really has to be the focus. So till such time that happens, that would definitely lead to economic empowerment and the growth of economies. So definitely yes.
Yeah, that's great, sir. Do you see the role of innovative finance in building sustainable livelihoods for local communities?
Definitely a big role. So right now, we all know about the huge SDG gap that the country is faced with. It's 2.7 trillion funding gap every year, which adds out to about $90 trillion by 2030. So clearly there is a need for doing things differently. We need new income streams, and the approaches that have to be used have to be different. So innovative finance presents a very unique way of approaching those challenges, but being focused on outcomes. For example, an impact bond can be a great instrument that can be used for addressing these issues. And more so because India is currently really well placed. We have good economic growth, there is a stable government, there's a focus on reforms, and more importantly, there's a vibrant development sector which is completely focused on innovation and collaboration. So innovative finance allows that collaboration to really happen, and shifts the lens to delivering and focusing on outcomes. But still we are at very early stages, because while there is funder interest, the real difference will be when the government really comes in to make really that difference. So government participates, because if we really look at and ask ourselves, is the government funding being put to the best use, perhaps the answer may be not a very clear yes. So innovative finance is a great way to engage, bring collaboration between the sector, government, and in the larger interest of the community. So most definitely, and you'll see that happening. Yesterday we saw in the forum the charter that's signed between Yes Bank and Bali Para Foundation. That's incredible, and we need many more of such collaborations happening. So I'm really positive about the role that innovative finance will play in bringing about that change.
We are also positive about that, sir. Basically, you are from the financial sector. You have a tremendous experience in that, and definitely you have been into various multinational organizations as well. In this yesterday's program and today's program, I guess you have observed that there are some youngsters, like students,
Yeah.
are also there
Yeah.
in the occasion.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that being financial expertise? You are being a financial person.
Yeah.
What you like to advise or tell about this?
It's been incredible yesterday. Frankly, I spent the whole day listening to some sessions. A lot of it was very new to me, because you come with the financial lens, but really how it gets applied is something that we were seeing yesterday. So met with some great people doing some great work in the sectors. Saw a lot of children, a lot of interest in wildlife conservation, very inquisitive minds. You could see them talking to each other. So it was great. And I had a brief talk yesterday on the role of impact bonds and how they could be applied. I saw so much interest in that room. Over lunch, got to have some great conversations, some very interesting questions, like how CSR can be applied towards innovative finance and how that can help in the longer run. So great, I've really enjoyed my time. I'm looking forward to today. We have a panel that I'm talking on exactly this: how can we use financial instruments for the longer good of the communities of the Eastern Himalayas. So overall, it's been a great experience, and I look forward to coming back whenever.
Oh, that's nice. So, lastly, we would like to ask your experience in these 2 days programs, the 7th Eastern Himalayan Nationomics Forum 2019, and what is your expectation from Bali Parra Foundation, and what if you want to suggest something?
So we work closely with Bali Parra Foundation. In fact, the team, we have a great team that works there. I'm really expecting them to perhaps launch the first development impact bond in the space of environment and wildlife conservation, perhaps, because I know of the work, I know of the ambition, I know of the aspiration that the foundation has. They have great leaders, and they have, more importantly, they have the ability to collaborate and get the right stakeholders in to make that happen. So I'm hugely excited. My experience has been great, to say the least, and I look forward to extending all my help possible whenever, for example, if they're designing a new innovative finance product and they see us, British Asian Trust, adding any value to them and sitting on the table and making that happen, we'd really be happy to be a part of it. So overall, great experience, and thanks for that.